Okay, time for a fun bit because we are going to carve a guitar neck. This is not as difficult as a lot of people think it is. You can do this really quickly and simply with a couple of tools and just some simple techniques. So I've got the guitar neck marked and I've got my center line. I've got two lines, one either side of the center line, halfway between the center line and the edge of the guitar neck. And on each side of the neck, I've got another line that is 2 millimeters below the bottom edge of the fingerboard. Now, basically, this is known as the faceting method because what we're going to do is we're going to remove material between those two lines from the volute down to the heel, and then when that's done on both sides, you halve each remaining face again and remove the hard edges, and you're left with a curve. And honestly, it is that simple. Okay, so got one facet removed down the side of the neck, and as you can see, I've started blending in around the volute and the heel, just to show you a comparison with what it looks like before you do that. So altogether, I've been going for about an hour. So I've gone from like a squared off blank to 50% of a neck carved in an hour. So it'll be another hour or so to get the rest of it blended in. But for these areas is where I'll go to Iwasaki files, especially the slightly rounded ones, because these are fantastic for blending in this kind of shape. And you literally just remove the material. This is. And I'm just trying to blend in with what I've already carved away. Now, these obviously will get you 75–80% of the way there. After that, you're finishing it off with finer files, rasps, or sandpaper, whatever you've got to hand. And then you just make it feel comfortable. But if you want to make this really quick, you can use an angle grinder, which is louder, messier, and the potential for destroying the neck goes up, but it is a lot faster. But other than that, you just keep rubbing away. Until you get it where you want it. But this is very much a feel thing. So you just carve it away until it feels, comfortable under your hand, and then you tidy it up with sandpaper, and then you can fine tune it there. Doing it by hand, I've never managed to do two necks exactly identical. It's always slight variations, because if you want to change the neck profile shape, so if you want to, like a flatter D or a V instead of a C, you just change the lines that you draw on the back of the neck. So you change where you carve to, and that's literally it. So you can have, you can experiment on, several different guitars and see what kind of shapes you like. So, it's literally just, move the line you're carving to by a millimeter or two, you get a completely different neck profile. So you can have some good fun and mess around and see what you like to do. So See, straight away, just getting rid of those slightly sharp edges just suddenly makes that feel a lot more comfortable and more like a guitar neck. So I'll do the same for the heel, and then essentially what you do is you've got these hard edges here where you carved to before. You just remove those between the center line and then you just shape it until it feels comfortable in your hands, and you get a nice curve or V, D, whatever shape you want to do. So yeah, that's all there is to it. Have a go, see where you get on. Right, just gone 5:30, so just over 2 hours, and we've gone from a block blank to a curve. Now that's 2 hours allowing for, you know, messing around with cameras, stopping, starting, moving angles, stopping for a brew, etc, etc. So if I wasn't, you know, stopping myself, and I could have taken, you know, a good hour off that, half an hour maybe. So yeah, hour and a half tops, and you'll have a guitar neck. So the next thing I'll be doing, now I've got the shape most of the way in, is I'll just be using 80 grit sandpaper to get the final shape. And to do that, it is literally as simple as wrapping the sandpaper in my palm and rubbing the back of the neck until it feels comfortable for me in a playing position, and that's literally it. So yeah, give it a go, and then you can say that you've carved your own guitar neck, because it's not the, you know, the black art that people build it up to be. You just need a couple of tools to make it easier for yourself, and anyone can do it. I mean, to be honest with you, you could do it with saws and sandpaper. You don't need, you know, rasps and files and everything else. They just make it a little bit easier. So yeah, let me know what you think, comment down below, and if you enjoyed the video, hit like, subscribe. And this is part of a playlist for a PRS kit body build that I'm doing. So, you know, do me a favor, go and check that out, and it all helps. So anyway, stay safe, take care, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.